What's up, man? This your boy Love Profits again. Come with another vid, man. Another Forex educational video. My bad. It's your boy coming with another Forex educational video. Um, and just you know, I always remember the love coming for the profits. But today I'm gonna be talking about something that I learned in IM, man. For anybody that need to is having trouble identifying structure, you're new and you need to, a lot of times I talk about what, where, and when, right? The what is the strategy, the where is the structure, and the when. And the when is the timing, the fundamentals for the most part, right? So right here we're gonna be talking about the where. And if you're having trouble finding where, the what should be the where you should be looking for the what, right? Where keep up now. So when I say that the what, right, is the strategy, the where is the structure, and the when is the fundamentals. So when we're talking about if you've been having trouble finding out the where, right? This is something that's going to be able to help you start to look in the right area of the wheres. And the reason why I'm going to say this is because this is something simple, and all strategies work mostly. Not like it's about who. Like everything really matters. Everything that like the strategy, almost everything works. You know what I'm saying? So this is why also I say, I might do a video later on this on surviving IM in terms of, but like just understanding that when I was doing that, when I was dead, enrolled in academy, I was in the academies, I was in the IM dot centers. That's a different story for a different day. But this is a product that I used to use in IM that I still use to this day. That I still use to this day because it aligns kind of with my what. And it helps me be able to know where my what and things like that. So, like, what I'm going to, show you is, they say what they want to say about whatever they want to say, what they want to say about, but it's always about what you say and how you feel about what they talking about, not what they feel. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I know I took some things, you know, everything got its pros, everything got its cons. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a yin and a yang and everything. But this is just something that I did take away. Now, this is another reason why you have to know more information. Cause yeah, once I found out it was here, well, I paid for it. You know what I mean? That's a different side of the coin too. It's a different side of the coin. There's a lot of controversy. You know what I'm saying? But also, at the end of the day, it's a lot of things that I took. So one thing I'm gonna teach you right here, man, is being able to identify the what. And the what, I meant the where, the where. So let's look. Let's look. All right. So right here, you're gonna go to indicators, right? You're gonna type in pivotal zones. Now the product was really pivots. The product was pivots that I used to be on. This is where I like learned it. I used to really be on it. Like, okay, so you want to click that pivotal zones, add that pivotal zones. Now, boom. So this is going to be able to show you. These are all just structures, supports and resistances already mapped out for you. So if you was having trouble, you could have went to the, you can use things like the grid too, but also, you can just put lines at each one, and now you got your levels, and you can watch what price is doing at these levels and things like this, you know. Um, but now you got your levels. Now you got some more, supports, resistances, and things like that, right? So this is called pivotal zones, and this is why I say the wheres, because the most important levels you want to worry about here are the light blue. Call it the blue magic, right? So now we have these levels where this is the SO, the support, but now we have exhaustion. This represents exhaustion. So if you had a RSI that was, you know, real low and it's in this area making a shark fin or wherever the case may be, or you having some diversions the um while it's exhausted, that's the wheres. That's the knowing that I'm in major structure at the bottom type deal. Okay, that P4 is like that midway point, like a 50 EMA ish. that P4 is like a 50. Then you had an R8, which is the resistance, the highest resistance, of course, and then you have the exhaustion here and things like that. So whenever you're looking, now we know the reason why this is the R8. Look, we're the highest as high as So now, okay, we in exhaustion territory. Will we get a pull back to the? Will it come sweep the whole thing and go SO? So these are major levels, and they're on every time frame, things like that. So we just really kind of bounced off the P4, not really, but this is the R8 is 17,500 on a daily, but just letting you know now structure. If you don't know yet how to zoom out and be able to find structure, or this is the highest it's ever been. So this kind of gives me a gauge too. This is the highest German 30's ever been. It still can give you a gauge now, or where you're gonna have your resistances and then maybe your exhaustion, and you can use other tools. And some people don't use no indicators. You can wait till it gives you a formation break and retest that, then get some, go from there. But like I say, whatever you do works. It's about you. It's about you. It's about having a strategy, right? An edge that has a risk to reward that's in your favor, and being able to execute that. That's the last step. So just seeing these levels, like you're able to you're able to look, you're able to, however you do it, don't but look, P4, how we just wicking off that, like we went to the R8, like this definitely, you know, works well. I would say lets you know at the end of the day where the major structures are, 4 hour, hourly down, right here we got the R8. This could be vital information just at the end of the day. Like, so this is, like I say, something I use that goes along with my edge, just to be able to find structure. Nothing more, nothing less. Just knowing where structure is and knowing where you're at major structure. Okay, we're on the oil just dropped down to the SO on the, on the hourly. Just knowing where we're at here. Like, okay, now if I drew my trend line, all right, boom. Now, okay, we had a major structure kind of at the SO. If it break this, it could keep going. Let's look at the 4 hour. All right, we had the 4 hour in the SO as well. All right, so we had the 4 hour SO. So then that's when I'm like, okay, we had the 4 hour SO at this trend line. We can break that. That's when I started knowing, okay, let's look at the daily type deal. Oh, daily SO lower. Oh, double bottom city type, like, so this when you start knowing, okay, this could continue down. We already making lower lows. Looking at structure, lower lows. We're not really making no new highs. We didn't make new highs right here. So this is when you start to start to make biases based off how is it reacting at these light blue structures. What magic is coming off the blue, So this goes with a lot of everything. At the end of the day, look, big Bitcoin RASO is gonna get near these levels, like whatever the pairs, US 500. You know what I'm saying? Now we reaching the 50K mark. Okay, now it's showing that the P4 is all the way down here. Could we get a crazy pullback, a crazy sweep? And one thing you're gonna notice is that it's all these light blue lines are always near some type of liquidity. These light blue lines have you, as you get more into however you trade or whatever the case may be, this is just something that's a stepping stool for you to be able to start to find structures and know where you're at on the grand scheme of things, always in terms of major structure pertaining to that one time frame. Actually, like, right here with the dollar, we just made a crazy inverted right here with the dollar. Boom, right up, right here at the bottom. So could we see a recovery of the dollar right quick? You know, could we, what could be happening right here? Could we see a recovery of the dollar, or could we see, it continue down because it don't want to break this P4 area? So this is a major area for the dollar in terms of what's going to happen with gold, what's going to happen with the world economy, just knowing off this. Because if I go to the monthly on that, like I say, we at the P4 right here. Are we going to be able to take off? Is the dollar going to take off, or is the dollar going to tank? The SO is down here on the monthly. So, you know, and look, at the end of the day, the dollar has been making lower lows, lower lows. A fiat currency has never, ever, 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 ever. So we talk about structure. This is what I mean. We got a high, then we got a low, then we got a lower high, then we got a lower low. So what if we don't break this, we are bearish. Okay, like if we don't break this structure, for real, it's like we are bearish. You know, because at the end of the day, what we've been doing, making higher highs. But when we look, on a lower time frame, a lower grand scheme of things, watch right here. So this is me going down to the weekly with the dollar, with structure. Now when we go here though, boom, now we're on a weekly. If I was to draw like this trend line right here, boom, we just kind of really broke, this trend. So what we do around, that's why I say with this structure definitely is a telltale of the dollar. Because right here we're making, look, if we delete this now and we're looking, we are actually making strides right up. Now, if we look, we are channeling up in a way now. Boom. This is really just art. I look at charts like art. You should really look at it like art too, and just respond to the art. You like, what I'm saying, type deal. Boom. So we really in this type channel, right? Making our way up. We just really broke this trend, but although we did break this trend on a lower time frame, we recovering from, you know, when was this? Oh, we about to go back. The highest it's been since '02, bro. Because this is all we've been recovering. Like as much as they say, oh, the dollar's been recovering, but it can be dropping. But we about to be, we're nearing the highest it's been since '02, you know. So this could be, this dead could be, we just bounced off my zone I love. I ain't gonna put my fibs up. I'm saying, but nah. Um, at the end of the day, we ain't been here since 2002. The dollar looks like it's recovering, but we can keep dropping from here. We just hit this third point right in that zone. We dead can keep dropping, and the fiat currency has never survived. Never survived. So, gold is making all-time highs. And look where gold is in the R8 right now. Can we get some type of pullback? We'll see. Will we get some type of pullback? But gold is making all-time highs right now, which it made. So we'll see how this go. It didn't break above and close above. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But all in all, this is how you can, like I say, man, this is a great tool for a beginner to use, and I still use it at this moment, no cap. So yeah, this is for beginner structure. How do you finding the where that I speak about? Like I say, it's about what. That's your strategy. Your what needs to have. Your what is a edge that is backed by a risk to reward that's in your favor, a profitable edge. So how many out of 10, like, that is back to a risk to reward in your favor? That's the what. Where is where you're placing the what? Where do I do this? Where do I take my edge, execute on my edge that has a risk to reward tied into my favor? And then boom, when am I doing this? When am I taking at what time am I taking the edge that has the risk to reward tied in my favor? You know what I'm saying? That is it. So this is the where. This is something I still use. I don't care. And this is an example of, everybody gonna have something to say about what y'all doing and things like that. But, when I was NIM, I don't care. A lot of the best traders once was NIM at one point, whether they left, whether they woke up. You understand, like, hey, I was using my education. A lot of the things, like I say, this is pivots. I shouldn't have to pay $200 a month for it, but let me tell you something. It definitely still made me money, and it's still making me money. So everything is subjective. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and another man trash is another man treasure. So if you want to use this, it's an easy indicator you can use to be able to help you to understand where the major structures at on the time frame or in the area of, and start to form to get a real sense of your wares. So like, comment, subscribe for more videos. Hey, this I feel like this was a goodie. This was a goodie. Join my Discord. Also, if you need if you have customer sales experience and you're looking for at least 3 years, and you're looking for a potential work from home job, um, go ahead and hit my Discord, hit the link, schedule a consult. And the reason why I do that is because also, my main passion is trading, but I understand the first step in trading is making sure you're having income. Because if you don't have income, we don't trade to make money, we trade to live off money. So if you don't have income, everybody's trading story is not going to be, oh, you're able to flip crazy or you can make 100K in a day. It's a journey. It's 1% a day, as they say. It's not about making $1,000 in one day. It's about being able to make a dollar for 1,000 days. You know, that is the difference. Shouts out to, if you know who's, Imran Ritchie said that. Another thing that I talk about, like, just understanding, being able to, but it's about making a dollar for 1,000 days. So don't be so quick to, just everybody taking a prop firm route and things like that. But understand that brokers like Awanda, when your account, it's about staying in there. It's about being able to live for the next day. You know, A plus, just live for the next day. So like, don't be so quick to run the 500 leverages, run the prop firms to get the easy way to quicker way. Yeah, don't take advantage of the quicker ways, but there's nothing wrong. The quickest way sometimes is the longest way, because you're gonna fail. You might fail so many times trying to be a one hit wonder, but the first time you do it and it stick, it's gonna mean much more. Like, my mentor was always on the Wanda, and I'm like, bro, and be calling 1, 2 signals out a week. Like, I'm trying to eat, but I get it now. As you get further into your trading journey and career, you're gonna get it how important it is just to take your time, because taking your time is gonna get you there faster. Have you ever been in traffic with someone and they doing all the left, right, doing the most, and you just driving regular, and y'all get there at the same time? And y'all get there at the same time, but look, their way was much more dangerous. Their way could have cost them much more, you know what I'm saying? But y'all would get there at the same time. And sometimes you might get there faster because they might mess up. Something might happen. So don't worry about trying to speed through. And Aristotle said one thing one time, and he was like, oh, he took the long route and tried to shorten the long route. Like, he didn't look at the short route and try to shorten the short route. He took the long route, 10 years, try to turn it into 4, try to turn it into 3. And that's, I think, is great advice for any trader. Take the long route. It's less stressful, and your probability of winning gets higher because you don't get knocked out early trying to change your life off one trade, and you're losing a lot of capital, or just prop firm after prop firm paying for, just no. All right, no. So like I say, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna keep them coming. Let's go. Let's get better.